answer the question, what is Easy Risers? We need to go back in time. I've worked with children's ministry, children's education, children's story time for years and years and years, decades actually. In that time, I've had a chance to talk with people who are in my situation where we have a passion to really communicate to children. But over the years, we began to see that there was an issue and a problem that continued to come up in conversations. And that was the question of what is the problem with chairs and the floor when it comes to seating children. Over time, we began to really wrestle with that question. And we found out that there's some problems with both of those, but those were the only two options we had. So why Easy Risers came about was we found a problem and we were trying to fix a problem. And the problem was kids didn't have the endurance to really sit there for the duration of the time we want to teach. And so we began to ask different people, what is the solution? We need a third option. So we found out that kids need their visual to really be grasped. And so an elevated sight line was a key feature we needed to add. We also found out that children need to sit on a bench because they sit differently on a bench. They sit straight up. And because of that, they're more active in their listening. So when we are attempting to teach or to tell a story or to captivate their minds and their attention, we need to have them a solidary group so we can communicate more effectively. A frequently asked question to me over the years is, how do we get our kids to really listen during our teaching time? And so part of the advantage of Easy Risers is the kids are going to settle down. They don't have anything to lean back on, so they're sitting straight up. They're also going to have a kind of a new anticipation that, okay, something is happening. They're sitting in a way where there's an elevated sight line for them, but also for the teacher. You see, the teacher now is able to see all their faces because they're not hiding behind the last row. So one of the advantages of Easy Risers is maybe for the very first time, we're teaching kids how to be an audience. They've always been in a chair or the floor by themselves, and they feel like that's their own little universe. But now they're a part of a group, and they listen as a group, and they start to pay attention for the very first time. We knew that we needed to develop it where it could be used in all kinds of rooms or venues. And we knew that it had to be portable enough to move out of the way so the room could be used in a lot of different ways for a lot of different activities. So the whole set, no matter what portion you order, the whole set slides underneath the very last one. So it's a very convenient tool to move out of the way for next activity and then set right back up in just a few seconds. So the practicality is really amazing. Every bench is designed so you're able to not just sit on them, but stand on them. So they're perfect for music risers. And the wonderful thing about these, they cannot tip over, so you can put them in any type of configuration on your performance stage for any music performance or performance that you have in any venue, on a stage, in a gym, in a classroom. They're just fantastic for that purpose as well. And then a lot of people use the smaller bench as a bench and a taller one for a snack table, craft table, art table, workbook station table. So they're very, very functional. We've even had people say they use the taller ones as a Nerf soccer goal. Our passion at Easy Risers is not to build benches. Our passion is to give people the tools and equipment they need to be effective. I believe our teaching and our messages are so important that we need to take advantage of the opportunity when we have kids in our room. what we have to give to the kids and impart to them is essential. And if we're just going to scatter seeds, that's not going to work. We need to plant the seeds of our message or our teaching so that kids can take full advantage of what we're trying to do for them, so they can take it in and really change their life, change their heart, change their mind, change their attitude. So we have an opportunity to really make a huge impact and affect kids in a positive way. And Easy Risers can multiply that in every situation. So Easy Risers today is a group of people who are passionate about communicating to children. We're all about listening, and so we would love to listen to you. So give us a call. I'm frequently asked what my background is and what my experience is. I've been happily married for 35 years. I got 4 kids and 3 grandkids, and everyone's doing great. They've all probably participated in many different ways as we began to get this ministry and business going for the last 20 years, and we're grateful that it's spread all the way through our country, Canada, military bases, and we're thrilled. Working with children and youth for going on 45 years. I've worked in 5 different denominations. I've worked in different Christian conference centers. I've worked in Christian schools, Christian preschools, and camps. And in every venue, I've had a chance to see how Easy Risers can work. I decided after university to go to seminary, and I've got a 4-year degree. I have a master's in divinity, and my emphasis is Christian education. So I'm passionate about education in the church, in public schools, in private schools, charter schools, everywhere. We need to make an impact. And I decided to devote my life to making a difference in kids' lives. And I've seen Easy Risers make a huge difference.